Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. So we're going to be doing a little interior mod. You guys know that all the Alcantara and everything that I've done inside the car is by a company called Overland Designs. The owner, Jason, and I go way back from when I had my 2013 WRX. I started getting stuff from him before Overland Designs was even a thing. He was doing it on the side, and then it eventually became his full-time job. And he does fantastic work. I'll go in the car and I'll show you what I have done by him. But I picked up a new piece from him, and I figured I would show you guys how to install it, how to do it and everything. And also I'm still waiting on a new part. We'll actually have to send it to him to get it wrapped. But I picked up an Alcantara armrest. Now, I'll show you in a second as well. But the factory STI does come with a suede-like armrest. Now it looks exactly like this in terms of the stitching and everything, but again, I'll show you side by side. The stock one is more of a bluish hue, and also it's suede. It's not real Alcantara. This is genuine, real black Alcantara. This is what I have everything else wrapped in the car. So this is the true, real deal stuff. This is also UV protectant, so you don't have to worry about it fading in the sun or anything like that. This is the real deal. So super simple install. As you can see, it's wrapped on an OEM piece. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7 little screw holes that just goes right onto the factory armrest. So super simple. I'm going to go ahead and remove the stock one so I can show you side by side. But let's head inside the car real quick and I'll show you everything else that I got done by Overland Designs. Alright, so here is the interior. I've showed you all of this in my interior update video, going over everything on the inside of the car. But I'm going to go over real quick of everything that I got done by Jason from Overland Designs. I pretty much have everything that you can get for the 2015 Plus WRX or STI. There's a few pieces that I am missing, but I choose not to get them. The ones that I have on the car right now are the ones that I've always wanted. So that's why they're on the car. But up here we have the MFD hood covered in Alcantara with the red stitch. We have the little plate right here covered in Alcantara. And then we come down and I got the sides, the boot, as well as the ring covered in Alcantara. Over here we got the whole centerpiece right here covered in Alcantara with the red stitch. The e-brake boot. Also up here I got the whole gauge cluster wrapped in Alcantara with the red stitch as well. And the last piece that I got from him is actually the A-pillars, which are kind of hard to see right now. They do have the red stitch as well. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it right here, the red stitch. It's a very nice touch. I eventually would love to get the B pillars as well as the C pillars and the roof done in Alcantara. Also, the visors up here would be really nice to get those done as well eventually, but that is what I have currently from him. This stuff is top notch. I'm telling you, this is genuine, real Alcantara. It's not the fake stuff. It is a real deal, and it feels fantastic. So right here is actually what we are replacing tonight. This is the factory stock STI armrest. It's made of suede. It does feel nice, but overall the quality, I mean, you can kind of see the difference. It may be hard to see on camera here, but this is more black, where this is a little bit more blue. It doesn't look, looks a little cheaper. And I just want everything to match. So the stitching is exactly the same. So it's going to follow the Overland Design stitching here, right up here. So it literally looks exactly the same, just a nicer quality. To install is really simple. You just open it up. There's a few screws you can see underneath. And then we can pop it out and switch the covers on over. So what I'm doing is actually sending my stock one back to him for a core exchange. You get some money off if you send back your stock one, so he has more on hand to be able to wrap and sell. So that is a really nice option that he has. You can either send yours, you can buy a brand new OEM one for him to wrap, or you can do the core exchange, which I often do with all of my parts. Now, before we get started on the actual install of the armrest, I want to give you guys a little bit of an update on one of the pieces inside the car. Not necessarily something bad happened, but there is an issue that I'm having, and so I decided to go a different route at this time. So if you guys know, I recently just installed the carbon fiber iDoing head unit trim here, which looks very nice. I was very happy with the quality. It looks good, but I'll kind of show you, I might be able to show you through the window. If we go on this side, you can kind of see right there, see the actual carbon coming up. So let's go inside the car. I might be able to show you a little bit better, but you can kind of see it right here. You can see it bubbling up and it pushes down. So not the best angle. I have the camera upside down here, but you can see it kind of peeling up there. Very odd. I've never seen that happen before on any carbon fiber part that I've ever had. So that is a rare occasion. I did reach out to the company of where I got it from, which is JDM Muscle, and they're going to warranty it. So they are sending me out a new one, which was really, really simple process. That was really nice of them. So once the new one comes in, hopefully the weave is going this way, the same way that I have it here, since that is the weave direction in all my carbon fiber parts. So that one will be in, I think, next month. But I found out Jason from Overland Designs actually wraps these. So I still have my stock trim, as you guys can see right here. This is the one that I removed and I have been running on my iDoing head unit. I'll throw up some pictures of the one he recently just did. It looks absolutely beautiful. So I figured it was just kind of a no-brainer to go with that, to have everything flow really nicely. But I'm actually going to have him wrap over the silver trim, so the silver trim is not going to be shown. So I think that's going to be a really, really nice touch. It's going to flow with all the other Alcantara stuff I have. It's literally going to be from the MFD hood all the way down to the armrest, so the whole center console piece. It's going to be all Alcantara. I would love to get some red stitching down it, but I don't think he can do it since it's pretty tight over here. But I don't know. I might ask him and see what we can get done. But otherwise, I just really want it wrapped in a nice black Alcantara to match everything else, and I think that's going to look good. So that will solve the little issue that I am having. The new one, the new carbon fiber one, is still going to come in August, next month. So I'll update you guys once that comes in and see if I want to switch over, if I like the Alcantara more or what. But either way, kind of upsetting. You know, this piece was pretty expensive for what it is. It's just a trim piece. I think it was like $300 or so. That was the only carbon fiber piece I've ever had an issue with that's ever happened to. So a little weird. I don't know if anybody else that has this piece has experienced that. If you have before, let me know in the comments below. I'd be really, really interested. But yeah, kind of a weird scenario. And thankfully, they're going to warranty it. It really wasn't an issue. They were just like, yep, no problem. We'll send you a new one. So yeah, we'll get that taken care of. But in the meantime, we're going to get this one wrapped in Alcantara, and I think it's going to look even better. So I'm going to send this out to Jason with my stock armrest, and we'll get everything done and finished up. So let's go ahead. Let's get this on the car. I'll show you how to do it real quick for anybody that needs to know. Then once we finish this up, I'll give you guys a little bit of an update in terms of mods of what's coming in and what to expect, because I got a few things coming in for this car. I think you guys are going to enjoy. Also, I got a chance to wash up the truck this weekend. It's been a while since I've been able to clean it up, but the truck is looking freaking awesome. It's dirty most of the time since it is my daily, but when it is clean, it's like a whole other level of awesomeness. I love this thing so much. I figured I would just document it since it's not clean that often. But yeah, this thing looks so good when it's clean. I absolutely love this. All right, so let's get to working on the STI. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and remove the stock armrest. Really simple, literally just open, and there's gonna be, 7 screws. So we're gonna go ahead and start doing that now. Alright, so the 6 screws are removed. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's a 7th one. So what you're actually going to do is close it so it latches underneath, and then you're going to open it, and then you're going to be able to see the 7th screw right here. So we're just going to undo that one. And there we go. So we got the stock one out. Now let's go ahead and compare it so you can see side by side. All right, so here is the stock one and the Overland one side by side. This is stock. This is the Overland Designs one. Now, you're not gonna be able to see this on camera, but this is much thinner and this is much more plush and softer. Just the material in general is softer on the Overland Designs one. You know, this obviously this has 37,000 miles on it, so it's a little broken in, a little bit more used. It's still in good condition. But as you can see, the stitching is exactly the same. I know it's a very, very minor change. It's just one of those things that I need to have just so I can complete the entire interior and make it a complete Overland Designs interior. But yeah, stitching is as good, if not better, than stock. And as you can see, it's on the stock backing plate and everything. So it's going to go on just like OEM, and it's going to look even better. Also kind of hard to tell in the light, but you can kind of see it right there. You can see the one in my left hand right here. The hue is a little bit different. It's a little bit more blue. Whereas this one over here is a little more black, a little bit more true. And it's genuine Alcantara, whereas this is suede. So yes, again, very, very minor, but it's just one of those things that I had to have. to complete the interior. And also it's a very, very simple install that I think a lot of you should do, especially you WRX guys. I think the WRX guys just have leather or a different material. They don't have the suede. So this is a really nice upgrade for you WRX guys. But STI guys, it's up to you if you want to switch it over. But for me, definitely worth it. All right, so as I was about to start this clip, my light up here just went out. So I guess you guys are, it's gotta be a little bit darker. Still be able to see just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and install the Overland Designs one. Now we're gonna do it in reverse order. So we're simply just going to install the 7th screw right here, which goes on the backing plate right here. We're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna lift this up and do the remaining 6. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what it looks like. Install complete. As you saw, very, very simple, super easy to do, makes a big change, especially for your WRX guys. The stitching matches just like OEM, and it matches all the other Overland design stuff. Same exact color now, more plush, more supple, so it is a plus in my book. And obviously still functions exactly the same as you know, the stock one. It's just the cover. So yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and box these 2 pieces up right here, and I'll update you guys once that comes in. Obviously it's going to take a little bit to send out and for him to wrap and send back, but once it comes back in, I'll definitely update you guys, show you what it looks like, and install it obviously. All right, so let's get on to the updates and what's coming for the STI. Sorry, I have the fan on up here. It is literally like 100 degrees in here. Absolutely ridiculously hot in New Jersey the past week or so. I'm over it, but I had to put the fan on. It was just too hot. So a few updates in terms of what's coming. First, I actually want to go over, I went and got gas the other day. And in New Jersey, we get our gas pumped, which I absolutely hate, but I always get out. And I'm running the OLM gas cap here. It's the anodized red. But if we take it off, I had a gas attendant, not normally my normal one, and he dropped my gas cap. I know it's a very, very minor little scratch, but annoys me. I already ordered a new one, so yeah, I'm gonna replace that. It was just one of those things that I was literally walking out of the car to go do it myself, and he beat me to the gun. But yeah, kind of annoying, and that's why I enjoy pumping my own gas. I'm one of the few New Jersey people that doesn't mind getting out of the car and doing it themselves. So I have a new one coming for that to replace that. So I'll update you guys, I guess, once that comes in. And also, I'm not sure if you guys really noticed, but I changed cameras. And by cameras, I mean I went back to my iPhone. So I used to use an iPhone XR for years and years. Pretty much every single video that you've ever seen on the channel has been my iPhone. I recently switched over, I think in end of March. With a Sony ZV-1. I loved it. The quality looks great, but I started realizing I wasn't filming as much. I wasn't getting clips throughout the day that I've necessarily wanted to get. So this is the camera here that I have been using. It's very nice. It's very compact. It has really great quality and everything. You know, I was using an external mic, which is what I'm using on my phone right now, but it is a really nice camera. The quality is super nice, but I decided to go back to iPhone. Now I got a new iPhone since the XR. I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max. So the quality is really nice, and a lot of people are actually saying it looks better than that. So I made the executive decision to go back to my iPhone, and I'm just so much happier. It's much more convenient for me. So I'll be using this for the near future. Maybe down the line I'll upgrade to something a little bit more serious than this, but I am selling this. So if anybody is interested in picking up a Sony ZV-1, let me know. I'm selling the camera with the metal cage on there by UU Rig. I'm also selling 2 extra batteries with a charging port as well. I'm also selling it with the wide angle lens that I used to use on here. So I'm selling everything for $750. Let me know if you guys are interested. I'll sell it to you. I'll ship it out to you, no problem. Just let me know. Now, as for the STI and what modifications are coming this week, I'm actually expecting a few things. Now, I was so happy with the Varus Engineering diffuser, so I decided to pick up a few more things from them. Now, it's nothing major, nothing crazy. It's actually nothing you're going to be able to see, but they're 2 items that I've always wanted. And I was just, again, so happy with the Varus Engineering diffuser down here that I decided to support their brand even more. Now, one of the things I actually snagged was a part of the diffuser. They're actually lower control arm covers. It actually helps with the aerodynamics. It helps give more body panels on the bottom of the car for more airflow. Not that I'm going to be able to see it with this car in the street, but I think they look cool. And also it's going to keep the lower control arm area as well as the coilovers a little bit cleaner overall. Since there's not going to be as much road debris flying up and everything, it's going to be really good for people that drive their car year round. So it's going to be a really fun install. We actually need to remove the diffuser since it does attach to it. So that is coming in this week. And the second thing that I actually picked up from Veris is a cam solenoid heat shield. Now you guys probably have no idea what that is, but if you go under the car and look directly at the turbo up pipe to the header connection, the cam solenoid is right there. And what this actually is, it's a heat shield to protect the plastic covering. Now, if you're running more power, if you're running equal length headers, something that's going to produce more heat, even the stock headers, I would recommend doing this. This is a heat shield that goes over the cam solenoid. I'll put up a picture that Veris Engineering showed of what can go wrong, but the cam solenoid from factory has a little plastic cover, and with all the buildup heat by the headers and everything, the cover can actually melt and can actually cause your car not to run, since the cam solenoid would be damaged and you'll have issues. So this is actually a little heat shield that goes directly over it. It reflects the heat right off, so you won't have any issues. So we're going to be installing that. I think that's a really cool piece. It's something that honestly I think anybody should get, no matter if you're running stock headers, unequal length, equal length, aftermarket, whatever. I definitely think you should do it no matter what if you're running an EJ motor. So that's all I have coming for this week. I am still contemplating, well, I know I want to do them, the carbon seat backs for the back of the Recaros. Those are something that I have my eye on very, very strongly that I really want to do very, very soon, but I'm most likely going to wait till next month just to kind of recoup for a little bit after the exhaust and the diffuser and a million other things that I've done to this car. But I definitely want to pick those up probably at the beginning of August. We're going to snag them and do them, and that's going to be a really cool mod. But otherwise, that's all I have planned for this week and coming up. Now, in about a week or two, there's going to be a little bit of a surprise. It's going to be in the garage right here. Now, I'm going to update you guys once that is here. I'm going to go over the details and everything and why it's here and what's going on. But I think you guys are going to be pretty excited. I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to it. So stay tuned for what's to come. I promise you, you guys are going to enjoy it. But that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions at all, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I'll leave Overland Designs link below. So if you guys are interested in picking anything up for your WRX or STI, it doesn't have to be a 15 plus. It can be older generations as well. Be sure to check the link in the description below. But that's it for this one, guys. In the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.